However, I do not think there's any possible way I defend this golem push. My only ounce of hope is the fact that I have my king tower up, but I don't think that's going to be close to enough. Dude, all I needed is a rocket, man, in this matchup. Bro, E-Drag is killing literally everything. Forget saving one tower. I don't know if I'll save any tower. Oh my gosh, no. Wait, did I? What? Wait, there's no way. What, guys? Guys, what? How did I just defend that? I'm in a defensive barrel. Guys, how did I defend that? What? That has to be illegal. I cannot believe I just defended that, and now we just won the entire game. Wow, that is insane, man. That's just the power of Evo Valkyrie, I guess, and also, I mean, the Goblin Hut, our King Tower. Wow, that's incredible. Today we're going to try to get Ultimate Champion with the newly reworked Goblin Hut. Today we're playing Logbait with the brand new reworked Goblin Hut. Guys, I think the Goblin Hut actually might be a lot better than I realized. Basically, they gave it a rework to where now it's only 4 elixir, but instead of spawning goblins passively, it spawns them only when there's units somewhat close to it. And like you could see this little circle area, only if the unit is within that close of it. But it spawns goblins way quicker than before. So if there's like a balloon or a lava hound incoming, it can spawn so many goblins so quickly. So I feel like the Goblin Hut is genuinely not actually a bad card anymore. I don't know, I actually quite like it in this Logbait deck because oftentimes people love to go for like logs and stuff like that onto the Goblin Hut Spear Goblins, so if that happens, then you just get a free Goblin Barrel. We do get our King up here, and look at that! The Goblin Hut counters the Hog pretty easily. I think it would have easily full countered that if you didn't have the Firecracker helping as well. Oh, I played my Wall Breakers kind of right into this Skeletons, but he's gonna have to go for something there. Okay, unfortunately Hog Earthquake is normally going to be a complete hard counter for our deck, guys, because obviously the Goblin Hut is not that strong against Earthquake. But with the 4 elixir Goblin Hut, it might be a little bit better, because it used to be 5 elixir and just get wrecked by Earthquake. Now it's only 4 elixir, and I feel like it'll be a lot better in matchups like these. So let's go for it here, see how it does without his Hog having any support. We should get quite a few Goblins out of this. Yeah, look at that. We get 3 Goblins. The Goblin Hut's still alive too, but unfortunately there's nothing else in its range to actually help us spawn any more Goblins. But yeah, it's actually quite cool right now. I'm just going to go for a barrel here, trying to get to my Evo barrel, because once we get to that, that will definitely help us out quite a bit. We could go for the Evo wall breakers. He's probably going to have to go for a Tesla, but that's just a free -2 trade. He does go for the Tesla, but he kind of messed it up, so we get a double wall breaker connection. Princess does get straight on the tower. We go for an Ice Spirit there on the Mighty Miner, which allows us to get an extra Princess shot. We're looking really, really good right now. He does go for that. Okay, I could just go for my Valkyrie right here. I'll let the Firecracker get 1 hit on my tower. See, guys, normally Hog Earthquake should be a hard counter, but it just feels so easy right now. It really does feel so easy. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. We could just go for a gang here up high. We actually catch the Hog Rider, kind of unintentionally. A little bit of Evo barrel damage, nothing too crazy, but, you know, all the little chip damage does add up. I could go for a Goblin Hut, but I feel like it's better to use it mostly reactively, guys. You don't really play Goblin Hut too much unless it's reactive now, because obviously doesn't passively spawn the goblins. So, I mean, once in a while you could play it ahead of time, but yeah, usually you want to play it reactively. I'm kind of wondering, though, if we can sometimes go for that Goblin Hut up high, because I feel like in certain matchups, if they play like a building, for example, you can kind of barely clip that building inside of the Goblin Hut's sight range, and then just get a bunch of goblins out of it, a bunch of spear goblins out of it. We do have a pretty good push right here. Should get a little bit of chip damage. He missed the wall breakers with his logs, so we get a huge double connection. Wow, I'm actually loving this. I wonder if some graveyard decks could also be good with the Goblin Hut, but yeah, I know this deck is going to be good, man. It used to have Cannon over the Goblin Hut, but the Goblin Hut just feels so much better to me. Alright, so I think right here we could set up with a pretty nice Evo barrel push, and this guy might be in a little bit of trouble. He's probably going to get a really good log on the right side, but it's okay. Should get some nice damage on the left side there. Yeah, look at that. Really adding up is all that damage. If he goes for a Hog Rider, yeah, I'm just going to go for a gang up high. Oh, he gets the Evo Skellies. Wait a minute, guys. We might take a lot of damage here on the other side from this Firecracker. Dude, how? How is the Firecracker not dying? How is the Firecracker staying alive this long? Oh, no. Go for this here? Wait, guys, our Valkyrie. Let's just go for the Evo Wall Breakers. There's no way the Tesla pulls that. Nice, I think we get the win here. That should have been a counter, but it actually felt pretty easy. Alright, we found the next match. I'm just going to hit this guy with the Ice Spirit. I was going to go for a gang, but I'll just play a Dark Goblin right now. Do you guys actually think Dark Goblin deserves a nerf? I don't know, guys, but I've been seeing a crazy amount of people say how broken Dark Goblin is, and especially especially casual players. Like I was already talked about it, but I saw a lot of streamers started playing Clash Royale recently on their streams, and they keep saying how broken Dark Goblin is, and that it's seen like every single game. I don't personally see it a crazy amount, but it is so annoying whenever I'm playing a deck that can't easily take it out, because some decks just don't have many ways to take it out. I'm going to go for my Goblin Hut right here. I don't know if this guy's like Balloon. Oh, he does have Balloon. I'll space my Dark Goblin out a little bit just to make it less likely for him to be able to hit everything here. And that's a lot of Spear Goblins that we have right now, guys. Look at that. Yo, I mean, they're all going to die to the Balloon Death Bomb, but guys, we literally took 0 Lava Hound damage there. We literally only took a Death Bomb, and that's it. Wow, that's pretty insane. Guys, I really do hope we could get Ultimate Champion today. Our goal is to get Ultimate Champion by the end of this video, and so far, I think we're on pace to get there if we can keep on winning and not lose. So yeah. He does go in for the zap right there. That's fine by me. I think I'll just go ahead and play my gang at the bridge, see what he wants to do about that. We have so much pressure here, so it's going to be hard for him to build up the proper push. You basically just want to spam little bits at once, guys, in this type of matchup, but then overall, you just bait out their counters one by one, and then eventually just spam them like crazy once their cycle gets kind of bad. I could be really aggressive here, but I'm just gonna be mildly aggressive and more so just waiting to see what he's trying to do, I guess. Okay, guys, he does go for the Lava Hound here to tank for my Goblin gang. I did not expect that, but this could get interesting. I think I'll go for the Goblin Hut up high this time, guys. This Goblin Hut placement always pulls a balloon, no matter where they play it on the map, if it's in the same lane, that is. Wait, why would he not Fireball my Princess? Guys, the Goblin Hut has a lot of HP too. Look at that. The Fireball didn't even take out that much of it. I mean, it took out a lot of it, but like it still survived with plenty of HP right there. Wow. And now I think we could just go for a nice Evo barrel push. I honestly don't know if this guy can defend. Oh, my Dark Goblin actually died right there. Dang, he actually defended that a lot better than I thought. I think I'll set up with the Goblin Hut here. He's going to also have to respond to my Princess, so whatever he plays there, I mean, our Goblin Hut will just kind of farm off of it. He really has to go for a Fireball. I'm just going to spam this side too then and try to, I don't know, just put him in an awkward spot, I guess. Okay, he does go for the Lava Hound at the bridge, guys. We have double Goblin Huts right now. No, keep my hut alive. Keep the Pizza Hut alive. Wait, guys, the balloon won't get pulled here, but I don't know if it even matters. we just completely wrecked his whole push. I think our prayers have finally been answered, guys. I think Lava Hound is finally going to have a counter in the meta, because it seems like every meta, Lava Hound is always so broken, but it seems like Lava Hound might finally start to get countered just a little bit more often. I'm going to go for my Barrel Ice Spirit here. I don't think this guy can possibly stop this. I mean, yeah. Oh my gosh, man, not Taylor Swift. I've been hearing you guys in the comment section always hating on Taylor Swift, so I'll try to get her for you guys. You guys were saying like, oh, she makes such bad music, it hurts my ears and stuff. I never personally listened to the kid, but I don't know if I should or not, to be honest. Unfortunately, we do get Pekka first played, basically, and I don't really have too much to punish this person, so I think I'll just go for that Princess and try to have a good defense. Man, I'm not too happy to see a level 16 Pekka. It's been a while since I've have had to deal with something like that. Bro, I really played my hut right into a poison. We could try to snipe the Magic Archer here. That does not work out too well. Dude, how is the Magic Archer reaching like this? Yes, let's reach across the universe. Good idea. Let's have the reach of Milky Way galaxy and back. Sounds like a great idea. What do I literally even do right now? Oh my gosh, man. I don't think there's much I can do here. Luckily, we're getting a lot of Spear Goblins, though. Wait, what the heck, Goblin? What? Goblin Hut actually counters that? That's surprising. Honestly, that's pretty surprising that Hut actually countered that. I think there's no possible way we come back here, guys, but I'll try my best, man. I'm just annoyed that we had such a bad start there. I didn't expect the Magic Archer out of him, out of any card that we could have faced, but unfortunately, it kind of just wrecked me, and I played my Dark Goblin a bit mistakenly, I guess you could say. Ghost does get a lot of damage here. I feel like this guy just thinks he's automatically going to take my tower on the other side, but I'm not going to let him. I'm not going to try to let him anyways. Okay, Gank does do a pretty good job. We do predict the Magic Archer right there. I kind of was thinking he might go for it up high. No, how is my Dark Goblin dying? You goofy? Bro, the buffed Evo Pekka might be pretty annoying now. Oh my gosh, Ghost better not get on my tower. I'm telling you. Okay, luckily we stopped that. Hold up, we have a very, 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 very slim chance to win here still. Wait, is that gonna not pull? Okay, that just barely does pull. You know what, Hut did a decent job there. We take that, I guess. I feel like my Goblin Dart guy is gonna die for some reason. Man, no way. Okay, we have to just go all in here. Go for a barrel in the back here. Go for the wall breakers. Get this off. Get an Ice Spirit for whatever he plays. Hold up, this could be our chance. This is our chance. He choked. I cannot believe that. We're up against this guy. Man, honestly, the Evolved Witch might be a little bit overhyped. I don't know why, but I haven't been facing it that much recently. I mean, I faced it a lot towards the start of the season, guys, but I don't know. It feels like today there's not nearly as much Evolved Witch. The thing about it is that, I mean, the emergency nerfed it first off, but also it seems like it is really strong, but it just doesn't fit in a ton of decks because... Okay, I mean, we're facing Evo Witch right here, right, as I say that I haven't been facing it as much, but yeah, it doesn't fit in a crazy amount of decks, though. You kind of have to have a beatdown deck most of the time. But I don't know, we'll see. Time will tell if it could start to fit in stuff like minor cycle decks and things like that, because I saw a couple people trying some minor poison cycle decks with the Witch, but I don't know if it'll be worth it to play it in something like that after the emergency nerf that it got. Anyways, this guy probably has Giant Graveyard right here, which is going to be pretty interesting. I feel like it's going to be really hard to actually break through, but we do have a lot of spam, so if we get the right setup, we definitely could do something. It's just that Bowler is so annoying for our deck. I think I'll just play my Valkyrie right here on the Bowler, and we actually do have our Evolved Goblin Barrel, so I think this is the perfect opportunity to go in right now. I don't know if he can stop both of these well. That Evolved Witch is going to get him so much value, it's crazy. Okay, maybe I was tripping, guys. I was saying Evolved Witch might not be as good as we think it is, but maybe I was wrong. Because this is going to be so annoying. Actually, maybe we are going to counter it. Let's see, though. Hopefully he can't get his arrows down right away. Please. Bro, it keeps healing from the graveyard. That was almost very scary. Guys, that was almost extremely, extremely scary, but luckily, just with the nick of time, we kind of survived right there. Wow, I got no wall breaker connections. Dang, I'm getting like nothing going this game. Okay, finally the barrel gets a lot of damage. That's huge, actually. Very, very good damage. Puts us up a decent amount. We could just go in for the Bridge Princess right here. It's really the only way we're going to get much chip damage. Just go for the Giant. I don't even know what I want to do here. I feel like I have to go for the wall breakers, even though I know he's probably going to like Bowler or something like that. Yeah. But honestly, it's not bad to kind of separate his push up a little bit and get the Bowler on one side and his Giant on the other side. I'm going to go for this right here. He's probably going to go for his arrows or something like that. Yeah. But now we have a Dark Goblin that he can't really kill. And also, guys, once we get to our Evolved Valkyrie, that's going to be really good. Oh, no, this Giant's going to get damage. No. Okay, I'm not really sure how we're going to get the final bit of damage that we need here. Oh, I played the gang right into that. I was kind of hoping he'd go for guards or something like that instead, because I thought it would make more sense for him to do that. Wait a minute, guys. This is all or nothing. This is all or nothing. Yo! Okay, we pull the Giant to the other lane, guys. I need to get my Valkyrie, please. That's the only way I kill this. Oh, the barrel takes it. What a win. Oh, no, we're facing Dagger Duchess. I have noticed that Dagger Duchess became a lot less popular recently, though. I think ever since that small damage nerf it got, it became quite a bit less usable for a lot of decks, which is kind of surprising because most people thought that the damage nerf it got would not really do anything, but it seems like it did actually affect the Dagger Duchess tower quite a bit. Anyways, this boss bandit should hopefully die here. Hopefully it does nothing too crazy. We could just go for the Ice Spirit for that Bomber, and we just barely are able to defend. I'm going to play my Goblin Barrel right here against the Duchess. He does have Giant. Okay. This is going to be our best opportunity to see how good the Goblin Hut is going to deal with this. Because I feel like stuff like, you know, Lava Hounds and things like that, they don't really do much DPS, so it's kind of easy to get a lot of Goblins of the Spear variety up against that kind of win condition. But I wonder how it'll do against something like a Giant where, you know, it's a little bit more damaging. Wow, we actually stopped that Lumberjack pretty well. I mean, okay, the Lumberjack kind of just ruined my Goblin Hut, but it still countered the Giant overall. It pulled it towards the middle, and we still get a couple Spear Goblins out of it. Honestly, that was not half bad, because that really did pretty much fully stop the Lumberjack right there with the help of our Princess, of course. Mega Minion probably will just get one hit here. I don't really know if it's worth it to go for a gang on that. I think we just gotta go in on this side. We could get some wall breakers going as well. Hopefully we force him to respond to both sides, but we'll see what happens. Oh, that was a good Evo Zap by him. I'm going to go ahead and play the Bridge Princess right here just because I know he has to respond to it. The Princess really is one of the best things you can do to pressure because even though it doesn't always get as much damage as something like a barrel or whatever else, it always forces out a response since it could just stay on the field forever if your opponent doesn't do anything about it. I'm going to play the Wall Breakers right here because if you play Wall Breakers against the Duchess, one of them always does connect unless they're responded to. This Evo Valkyrie is probably going to do some great work. This guy does have lightning, but that's good to know so we can try to play around that as best as possible. Oh no, this is kind of bad. Bro, how? Nice, I outplayed him for 5 minutes straight and I let one boss bandit do a bit too much and now I just lost my entire lead. Bro, I worked so hard for a little bit of a lead, guys, and I really just lost that all in 1 second from a single boss bandit. This man got like 0 giant damage all game, but 1 boss bandit, and it's over. Oh, that is unfortunate. I'm just gonna go for another barrel right here. I mean, I just have to be aggressive at this point, guys, because if we're not, we're just gonna lose either way. We do get a couple bits of damage, I guess, but nothing too good right there. Man, the boss bandit is so annoying. They just had to make giant decks even more annoying. Of course they did, man. I'm just going to go in for this and get my barrel off. I have to keep spamming because I know he has the lightning as well and stuff. So, yeah. Going to be as aggressive as possible right now. Going to get my Dart Goblin going here. Get an Evo Valkyrie off as well. Dart Goblin. Oh, nice. Dart Goblin's helping out. That's really good. I could go for a gang here, but I feel like I might have to save it for the boss bandit. Or actually, maybe I didn't have to. Dang, low-key, I could have just used my gang to protect that Dart Goblin and get a really nice push going, but it's okay. Wall Breakers don't quite connect. We're kind of making a little bit of a comeback, but I don't know if it's really going to be enough for us, though. Okay, we do pull that back. And I think right now we could just go for the Valkyrie up high. We have to protect our Dart Goblins, especially right here. But that's a fat Evo Zap for this guy, and our barrel only gets 1 singular stab, which is not really very good. Just going to go for this here. I think we have to get another Valkyrie going as well, guys. Get a barrel too. Come on, man, please. Oh, that was his Evo Lumberjack right there that he just played, but we get 0 damage. Man, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, guys. Oh, he goes for a whole giant right there. Wait, guys, Valkyrie will just single-handedly counter this. Okay, let's go for this, please. Please, Princess. Okay, Princess does get a shot on the tower, but that's about it. Only 1 singular shot. Come on. Wait, let's go for a gang on this side so he has to respond to double pressure. He goes for a very bad giant. Nice! I think we got him! Wait, what just hit his king tower? Guys, what hit his king tower? It doesn't matter, though. We won. Alright, guys. We could just go for the split wallers right here. Pretty chill start. This guy does have the Lumberjack. Okay, we could just go for that gang. Yeah, so many decks just don't have ways to deal with split wall breakers. If they have an expensive deck, or really any sort of beatdown deck, usually if they don't have a building of some sort, they just have to ignore at least one of the wall breakers, which is pretty nice. I'll go for my barrel in the safe spot because Lumberjack Barbaro might mean a tornado deck potentially. Oh, he has freeze. It's probably going to be Lumberloon freeze. Okay, this will be pretty fun to test our Goblin Hut, but at the same time, I feel like the bowler is going to be so annoying, which I assume he'll have. Yeah, the bowler could just kill like 1,000 spear goblins, so I feel like all the spear goblins we get from our hut might just end up getting wrecked from bowlers, but we'll see about that. We'll just go for the gang right here, and I think I'll just leave it at that. No need to spam our barrel right away. We do get a few spear goblins throws on the tower, and I'll just go for that ice spear on this Lumberjack. We do always have to be careful about the freeze, but I think we're okay here. I'll just go for that Princess. Okay, wait, this is actually pretty good for us. He does waste the Electro Dragon, which means that I can probably get my king up off of it right now with my Dart Goblin. This will help out so much here. Yeah, beautiful. Nice, our Dart Goblin stays alive too. Yeah, the King Tower activation is going to help us out so much in this matchup. That's exactly why you have to be so aggressive in single elixir in this type of matchup, because if you are very aggressive in single, you sometimes just force them to play their E-Drag, and if they do play it, most of the time you can get your king up off of it. We do go for our barrel here, not in the safe spot actually, so hopefully he doesn't get his king up, but we'll see. Okay, looks like he doesn't, so that's a lot of damage. He might try to go in for a balloon, but if he does, I mean, we obviously have our Goblin Hut, we have our Valkyrie, everything like that. Oh, snap, wait, that's an evolved Lumberjack. I wasn't really realizing that he had that in cycle, but I think we'll actually be okay, maybe, with this Goblin Hut up high. I mean, it's gonna just die to the bowler, kind of, but I don't know. We actually might not even take a balloon hit here. Wow. We took pretty much no damage, next to no damage. I'm going to go for the barrel and the wall breakers as well. Hopefully at least one of them can connect. Bro, the bowler's going to hit everything. Nerf the bowler. We need to nerf the bowler. All right, if he goes in for the Lumberjack push, we have this here. But it looks like he actually is setting up for a bit of a bigger push. I'm going to get set up with my Goblin Hut right here. He does get the E-drag down. I'm going to try to Dart Goblin to snipe it, hopefully. This actually might work out. Oh, no. My Dart Goblin is alive. Oh, it's still alive. That should have died to the tornado, but I think because of the tornado nerf, it didn't die anymore like it used to from that. Wall breakers might connect here. Wow. Double connection is pretty huge. Just want to try to force out this guy's bowler with something so I can then pressure more, but we'll see what happens here. We have a bit of a double-sided push going. Yo, the fake barrel. The fake barrel's getting so much damage. The real barrel got a lot of damage as well, so that's pretty good. Oh, snap. He goes for the freeze. Wait a minute. No, there's no way that's going to be enough damage. We do get the win in the end. If we win this match, we're going to get to Ultimate Champion, and we'll be savvily undefeated with this deck in this video. He does have Lumberjack. Just barely didn't full counter our barrel, at least. Bro, chill. Why are you going for an eagle on the bridge? And I have, of course... Oh my gosh, why? This is what Ken's videos do to people. This is what Ken's videos do to people. Okay, I got 3 crowned. I'm giving up. I think if we win this match, we're going to be Ultimate Champions. So I'm just going to send the Riley right to the tower. And I'm just going to play as aggressive as humanly possible. I just always see the best players with this deck play so aggressively. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more aggressive than normal because I think we're facing recruits right now, which is going to be really difficult. Recruits is usually one of the hardest matchups for Logbait, especially because he might have double small spell. Sometimes they have only either like, you know, a bar barrel or arrows, but this guy might have both of. Yeah, he has both. No way. I'm gonna spam my gang right here because he has neither of his spells in cycle. He does have Hunter, which is interesting, and he does get back to the bar barrel. We could just go for the wall breakers. The nice thing for us is that most of his cards are pretty expensive, so he actually has nothing for that, and we do get a nice connection. I'll get the princess off at the bridge right here. It's one of the better plays we can make right now, because our cycle really just isn't that good. We just have to try to get ourselves in a position where he's down a few elixir, and then go for a nice Evo barrel push. There's not really that much of a point to go for an Evo barrel push if he has the same or more elixir than us, but if he's down a bit of elixir, then we can get ourselves into a really good position. Let's see if he goes for a cage. Yeah, he does go for the cage. I could have played the Evo barrel, but I don't know, it would have been a bit risky. Maybe I could have played it and the Valkyrie would have tanked, but it's all good. Okay, I think right now we might have a good setup. We just go for a gang right here to kill the brawler, and then we go for the barrel right now, and we have the Goblin gang kind of tanking for the fake barrel. So should be a little bit of damage. He does get his arrows off, but still a lot of spear goblin damage right there. And I assume this guy is probably going to have royal hogs. He actually might not have a flying machine since he has the hunter in his deck. So I guess we'll see about that. Okay, we do kill that. We can just go for the wall breakers here on this side. See if he wants to do anything. Okay, just go for that bar barrel. Now we can just go for a goblin barrel. Yeah, I really hope this guy has no flying machine, because if he doesn't, that's definitely going to help us out a lot. He does go for the evolved recruits finally, which are going to be a lot more difficult for us to stop than his normal ones were. This might be a lot of spell value for him right here, but hopefully we're able to deal with stuff okay. Okay, nice. Princess got that final hit right there, which killed the Zappies very nicely. We're going to take a bit of damage here, but it's not the end of the world. I actually have yet to play my Goblin Hut in this matchup, guys. It's not really that worth it against the recruits most of the time, I feel like, but if he just goes for like lone piggies or something, then I could have a good Goblin Hut to go for, and I could get a good counter push out of it and all. We do have our Evo Valkyrie right now, so that's good as well. I think I'll just go for the Hut finally. We do play it pretty early against the recruits right here, which I think is nice. Okay, this actually might work out. Hold up, that's not as bad as I thought. And he does go for a whole lightning right there, which is a lot of elixir. Okay. Hold up. Okay, we only get one wall breaker to the tower, but that's still really good, man. Dude, there's like some loud lawnmower right outside right now. I can't focus. Guys, we need to win this one for Ultimate Champion. Let's go for that barrel here. And I think we got it. Yeah, I think we got it. Or is that going to connect? No, he might go for like a cage. No, we do connect and we get Ultimate Champion. Let's go.